Su Yus está abriendo el closet. A ver, voy a checar porque parecen gatos.
いやいや、ちょっと本当。
意味がわかんないし、わざわざあんなも用意して。
いや、でも俺じゃない。
意味がわかんないし。
いや、本当ごめん。
Body Bars has been documenting the scary paranormal events in his home for 2 years. He and his daughter have had many ghostly experiences. They often hear footsteps in their halls, see objects move on their own, and hear voices calling out to Body.
Do you hear the footsteps? I know y'all hear that, right? Do you hear it? You hear the footsteps?
What are the steps? Are the steps over there?
It sounds like it's coming from over there.
One evening, while Body and his daughter were sitting together, they heard footsteps right in front of them. Then, a cup on the table fell to the floor without warning.
It's over there. Because of the table. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
I know you saw that, right?
Another time, Bobby was woken up by a scraping noise. He recorded a doll's arm moving by itself, as if something invisible was controlling it.
What the no. Yeah. Oh my God. No. I'm kind of afraid to go near it. No. I know y'all heard that. And then it looked like something went across the screen. Holy
Bobby's home seems to be a place where evil spirits gather. Doors open and close by themselves, and rough voices give ominous warnings. One day, Bobby saw a toy fire truck move across the floor, pushed by an unseen force.
I'm kind of scared to go in there. Oh. Oh. Well, went from my room to her room, I guess. Hello? Yo.
When he approached his daughter's room, the door creaked open and then slammed shut, as if telling him to stay away. The spirit's presence is getting stronger, and Bobby keeps recording the evidence.
Yo. Hello. Yo. No, see, I'm good. I'm done with that. Get out of here.
But with each new event, he realizes that he and his daughter are not alone in their home. They feel like they're being watched, and the spirit seems unhappy about their presence. Can they figure out the mystery behind the haunting, or will they become the spirit's next victims? The old hospital's walls had seen many people suffer and die, and a dark feeling lingered. A former security guard, who worked at night, told scary stories of strange things happening. Nurses often talked about the weird things they recorded, like hearing voices or doors opening by themselves. The staff believed the building was a place where evil spirits gathered. One night, a patient's loud scream was caught on camera in the empty lobby. The guard felt scared when he watched the video, but what happened next was even scarier. A deer appeared on screen with glowing eyes, and it seemed to suck the life out of the air. The guard knew deer didn't belong in the hospital, and this was no normal deer. But the scariest thing happened the next night. As the guard made his rounds, he saw something terrifying. A dark figure formed in front of him, filling the room with fear. The guard was frozen in terror as the figure moved closer, its eyes burning with evil. The nurses tried to laugh off the strange things, but the guard knew he faced pure evil. He knew he had to get out of the hospital before it was too late. Urban adventurer Chris Hill bravely explores the abandoned Holden Avenue in Cleveland, Ohio, a place with a dark past and unexplained terrors. Several bodies have been found here, each meeting a mysterious and gruesome end. Chris sets out to document the empty buildings before they're demolished, but he's about to encounter more than he expected.
I could have swore I heard something. I think that's an animal.
As he explores the deserted First Hungarian Baptist Church, Chris feels an eerie presence. Strange noises echo through the basement, and a door slams shut on the main floor, prompting him to investigate. But he finds nothing. That is, until he reviews his footage. To his horror, a shadowy figure approaches the door before it slams shut.
That's weird. What's upstairs? Oh,
Another clip shows a ghostly, translucent entity moving among the pews, filling the air with malevolent energy. But the chilling events don't stop there. Chris's excursion takes a sinister turn when he enters an abandoned house on Holden Avenue. He hears noise from upstairs and panics, realizing he's not alone. A figure gazes back at him from behind a curtain, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light.
hope I don't find a body down here. It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy. Sorry.
Knowing the street's spine-chilling tales, Chris understands he's in danger. He flees the house, but the haunting image lingers.
I didn't know nobody lived there. Oh my God. Shit.
As Chris delves deeper into Holden Avenue's mysteries, he experiences more inexplicable incidents. Equipment vanishes, eerie noises follow him, and he feels like he's being watched. He suspects the street harbors a malevolent force opposing his presence. Despite the looming dread, Chris continues his quest, driven by curiosity for the macabre. But with each step, he's drawn closer to the darkness at Holden Avenue's heart. Will he survive to tell his tale or become the street's next victim? In the middle of the night, Regina was suddenly woken up by the scary sound of a cat crying from the closet. The silence that followed, and the fact that they didn't have any pets, made her very afraid. She was shaking with fear as she recorded what was happening.
Están empezando a escuchar ruidos. Escuché como un gato. Como dos gatos que se estuvieran peleando dentro. Oh, se escucha mucho.
And then she saw something that made her scream. A pale, ghostly face came out of the closet.
Su hijo se está abriendo el closet. A ver, voy a checar porque parecen gatos.
Looked at her, and then disappeared into the darkness. The terror didn't stop there. For many nights, Regina and Sarai saw shadowy figures moving around their home, always just out of sight. The presence seemed to come from the walls, making it impossible to escape.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No manches, mami. ¿Qué es eso? Se movió. Vamos. No, vamos, ¿cómo chingos que no? Vamos. Sin dejar de ver. Aquí se movió. Aquí estaba.
No manches, ya no hay nada.
Ay, no hay nada, Regina.
¿Se desapareció o qué?
No sé.
No manches, no.
Ya no hay nada.
One evening, they heard heavy footsteps in the kitchen, and then the cat cries started again, louder and scarier. That's when they saw it, a dark shape lurking in the shadows, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. Sarai called the police, but they didn't find anything. Yet, the haunting stopped. Some people think it was a malevolent spirit, a witch who had taken over their home. Others believe it was something even more sinister. One thing is certain, Regina and Sarai.
Tú no eres un gato.
¿Qué pasó? ¡Ay, qué es eso!
Vete de aquí, ¿quién eres?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Quién eres? Te estoy grabando, ¿quién eres? ¿Por qué estás aquí en mi casa? Tú no eres un gato. Tú no eres un gato. Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa. No manches. ¿Qué es eso, Regina? Se abrió la puerta. Ay, güey. Se me abrió la puerta. Vámonos.
Will never forget the horror that invaded their lives and the fear that still lurks in the shadows, waiting to strike. A group of friends entered a long-abandoned building, ignoring the eerie atmosphere. As they navigated the dimly lit corridors, their flashlights created flickering shadows on the walls. In a room that seemed frozen in time, a ghostly female figure appeared in a mirror's reflection. Unaware of the impending horror, they continued until the apparition reappeared, extending her icy hand. Fear set in as they fled, leaving behind a haunting question.
いや、知らん。
そういうこと？わざわざ用意して。
いや、違う。
ふざけてんの？
いや、俺前来た時なかったんだ、本当に。
ふざけてんの？
Had Had they truly escaped the vengeful spirit? As they rushed outside, the darkness seemed to swallow them whole. The ghostly figure appeared before them, her eyes blazing with fury. The friends stood frozen, gripped by terror, as the spirit began to claim them. One by one,
いやいやちょっと本当。
意味が分かんないし、わざわざあんなも用意して。
いやでも俺じゃない。い
意味が分かんないし。
や本当ごめん。
they vanished into the shadows, never to return. The last survivor stumbled backward as the ghostly figure advanced, her presence overwhelming. Desperate to escape, the last friend tried to flee, but their feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. The ghostly figure reached out with a bony hand, touching their face, and everything went black. The next day, authorities found them curled up on the ground, their eyes wide with horror, their body paralyzed by fear. The ghostly figure was never seen again, but the legend persisted, a chilling reminder of the terror within the abandoned building. A lone ghost hunter, Allah, entered an abandoned building. Drawn by rumors of a sinister presence, the air was thick with an eerie atmosphere, and every step creaked ominously. As he went deeper, the darkness seemed to move around him, alive and threatening. Doors shut on their own, and an unseen force watched him, waiting. The wind whispered an unearthly language, and shadows twisted into grotesque shapes. Allah's heart raced with each step, but he continued, driven by curiosity. The building seemed to shift, trapping him in a maze of fear. Suddenly, a loud noise shattered the silence, and Allah almost fell through the railing to the concrete floor below. Shaken, he turned to leave, but the entity had already targeted him. The darkness closed in, a suffocating blanket of fear.
ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله بسم الله حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Allah stumbled through the darkness, desperate to escape, but the building seemed endless, a never-ending nightmare. Finally, he emerged into the night, gasping for air, but the question remained. Had he truly escaped the horror within, or had he unleashed it upon the world? The darkness pulsed with a malevolent energy, waiting for its next victim. As we finish exploring the depths of terror, we're reminded that some mysteries are better left alone. The shadows in these abandoned places are real, and they're waiting for their next victim. Remember, once you look into the darkness looks back at you. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey through scary videos. We hope you enjoyed the excitement and suspense of exploring the unknown. If you had a good time, please like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling content. And remember, true fear begins when the lights go out.